Good morning. Hi, hello, and welcome. Today is March 30th, and we're going to talk about sector area. First thing I want to make sure all my students know, today is the first day, technically, of the fourth 9 weeks, so please make sure if you've got any work left from that third 9 weeks, it needs to be getting turned in as soon as humanly possible, and this will not be an assignment that is graded on the third 9 weeks, nor will the assignment from Thursday last week. So grades are going in. Those should be getting updated. Please make sure you're checking out all the stuff on Google Classroom, which I assume you are, especially if you're seeing this video. And lastly, make sure you remember the Zoom office hours. And that's always going to be from 10 to 11 and from 2 to 3, Monday through Friday. All right, so sector area, we're going to just go over two examples of it real quick. Here's the idea. Last time we talked about arc length, and that's just talking about this. This is arc length. This is part of the circle. So if you think about it, that's your part of your string, your kind of fence, whatever you want to talk about there. Today, we get to talk about sector area, which is far more interesting to me because we get to talk about pizza. Or, stuff I actually care about. Sector area talks about that inside part. So if you're talking about the pie, the amount that you cover in mulch, if you're doing landscaping, if you're talking about pizza, important things. But it's talking about the amount that goes inside. So two quick examples on this, and I'll send you packing today. So sector area, we're going to find the area of this sector labeled with 120 degrees. Remember, that is our arc measure. Also, our central angle measure. Those are always going to be equivalent to each other. That'll be important soon. Sector area, I'm thinking some of you guys might see where this is going, or if you've watched the Delta Math videos. This is going to be our part of area. So area of a circle we did last week, pi r squared. And we're just going to take that times a over 360. As I'm hoping you remember from last week, r is, of course, the radius. And this a here is our arc measure that we just talked about. So this fraction, this a over 360, tells us the part of the circle that we're looking at. So 120 over 360, 360 is a whole circle. 120 over 360 gives us that information. So I'm just going to take and plug in and go. My radius, as is labeled here, is 13 inches, and I've got 120 degrees. So we'll go pi times the radius, which is 13, square that, times 120 over 360. That's taking the information directly in and just plugging it in. From here, we're going to go straight into our handy-dandy calculator, where I've got pi here. We'll put the parenthesis for the radius, which is 13, square that, over here to the ABC button, not the ABC button. Actually, I messed that up. We'll clear all here, so make sure we do this correctly. Pi, parenthesis, 13, close it, square it. Hit that multiplication symbol because you do want to multiply here, and we're going to take that fraction. 120 degrees was our arc measure. Arrow on down and get 360 for our denominator. And it should come out to 176.97. And then this is inches squared because we are talking about the whole amount inside of here. So I'll go ahead and undo that. And if you need to take a screenshot, go ahead and do that now. If you need to pause to take any notes, check that out. All right, so I do recommend if you are looking at this, maybe pause for a second, see if you can try to do this without me. I'll give you the sector area formula, which is, of course, pi radius squared, that's our circle area, times the arc measure over 360. Maybe pause, see if you can do this without me. And when you come back, we're going to get straight into the answer. All right, so of course, this is our radius here. This is our arc measure. So I'm going to go pi times 17 squared times 225 over 360. Just plug it in for the A and for the radius. That goes straight in. If you keep this open as like a side tab here, you can just go in and edit real quick, and that would give you everything you need. We're looking at not 120, but 225. So we'll make that edit in our numerator. And we get a sector area of 576.45. So we'll call that 576.5. And guys, that's all there is to this. You guys have the assignment over on Delta Math. Just a quick refresh on that. Please make sure you're getting on here. If you have not been on here for a while, that needs to change like today. But we'll check out 5th period sample student page. You guys should have sector area right here. When you check out in here, all it is this circle. Copy this stuff down, copy the picture. Sketch a circle